At that point, it was. I felt like life was going too well.
Okay.
It was literally going too well in terms of I didn't have no worries like financially. I didn't have no worries where I lived or friends wise and anything. Like it was just at the point where I dropped. I don't know if this is exposed, but it's not actually. But I dropped my first album. It was in that album. It was like basically it was like, you know how normally people release music here and then have like a body of work and then they call it like a mixtape or something. But cause I was so like into producing and I used to like original and we used to make stuff ourselves. Like everything was in house when I was doing music. Yeah, everything was kind of in house. So people was telling me like in the studio, they were like, all this music you've got, like it's actually like it's original. Like you can actually sell it. You get it? Like there's no point of you putting this out for free. So the first body of work that I done, I put it on iTunes. I just put it out on there. It was supposed to be like something. I just put it out, and it was not really something too serious. Like my first body of work. And then I remember I went to sleep. I woke up, and it was on the charts, like on the iTunes charts, innit? So and then people was ringing me, calling me like, "You're on the charts. You're on the charts. This, that. Oh, you're climbing up, till I got to that day. I remember it was on that. It was I think it was like the 21st. It was the 21st of April. I think I can't remember the day. Alhamdulillah. Anyway, yeah. Anyway, when I released it, and then people was ringing me like, "You're top 10. Like you're on the top 10.
No
this,
way.
that. Yeah, of the album sales. Yeah." And because I done the most sales that day. That's how iTunes works. Whoever sells the most that day, and it's worldwide, isn't it? So worldwide, I was literally top 10, and I was just like, wow. Then it kind of hit me like, and then I remember seeing something, and it said like, if Allah gives you, like, be scared. If Allah gives you everything in this world, like you might have everything in this world, you might not have a place in the hereafter.
Right.
So I remember seeing that, and I just ignored it, and I was kind of like, there's nothing really. Then, long story short, my story, I think I've said it a lot of times.
Yeah, it's on YouTube.
Yeah, it's on YouTube. My sister just sent me a video one night. I was just literally just in my house. It was like a couple months before Ramadan, and I was thinking to myself, how am I going to get past Ramadan? Like in terms of, because I had so much videos and stuff that I was ready to drop, but I was thinking, don't drop it now. People are going to think you're shaitan because Ramadan is coming up, innit? So I thought, drop it after Ramadan, but I need to wait. How am I going to go past Ramadan?
How am I going to get through Ramadan? I've got 30 days to get through first.
That's what I thought. I thought I need to get through that first and then drop what I'm doing. I went from that mind state, yeah, wallahi, to my sister, like, may Allah bless her, man. Like, both of my sisters are both practicing in it, yeah. Wallahi, man, I love them so much, man. They literally, I couldn't thank, obviously, praise to Allah, alhamdulillah. But she sent me a video about music, idol talk, what it says. And I've always listened to the Quran, like when my mum's playing it and stuff, but I don't know what Allah's saying. Does that make sense? So I used to always think like the Quran is probably just, I didn't really know what was being said. So then when I heard the topic, where there was the two sheikhs, you know, Sheikh Mansour and
Sheikh Salimi, I think.
Yeah, Sheikh Mansour al-Salimi and what's the other one's name?
Oh, Sheikh Knife
was it? Yeah. Them two, yeah, so my sister sent me that video about music, this is that. And then it really touched me. I started crying.
Was this just before Ramadan?
Just before Ramadan.
Okay.
Imagine now, this is one of the times I was thinking, Ramadan's coming up. I actually started crying from the words of Allah. Like that. So it just shows you, like, there's some people, a death might change them. Something might happen. They might have an illness that might change them. With me, alhamdulillah, it was not something crazy where it was like someone died in my life, or I got into some sort of beef, or, you know what I mean? Or I got into some sort of, like, I got stabbed, shot, this, that. Or it was a thing where anything, but alhamdulillah, it was the Quran. Like, Allah writ for me that it was going to be the Quran that's going to change me. Like, you know what I mean? So it was a Surah Al-Luqman, when those who use idle talk to mislead people from the path. And I felt like I was misleading so many people, because, like, even when I was going to places and I'm going with so many people that's in my area, so I'll be like, okay, I've got to go somewhere, yeah, like to a show or whatnot, and I'll go somewhere and it's like, the whole area is coming with me, like literally the whole area, from the oldest to the youngest. And then now I started thinking, after I heard the verse, I was like, those who use idle talk to mislead those from the path, like, I'm misleading so many of these people. Like, they could be, what if they died, like, while I'm going to these places, innit?
SubhanAllah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. And then that really just made me, like, it got me really emotional. Then I said to myself, you know what, I need to make it to Ramadan. Alhamdulillah, I made it to Ramadan. When I made it to Ramadan, I felt like I wasn't benefiting at the beginning. So I done itikaf in the masjid in Quba. Came in.
Bro, that's so similar to my story. Yeah.
Is it?
When like as in my first Ramadan, in my first Ramadan practicing, I'd only been practicing like maybe a month, and I did itikaf. That's like you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I wasn't really.
That itikaf changed my life.
It changed my whole life,
bro.
Look how Allah brought us together as well. Look at that. That's amazing. You know, I didn't even know that as well. Subhanallah. But so I remember I was coming up these stairs, and when I was in the masjid, I remember all like the uncles and that was kind of watching, like thinking, because they know who I am, and they know me from the area and stuff. They thought, this guy's in the masjid, like kind of looking, giving me them looks, but I didn't care, innit? You know, some people that puts them off, but I didn't really care. I remember me coming up the stairs, coming all the way to the top floor and the floor that we're at now. I came up the stairs, and then I see Yahya Rabi in the hallway as well, and he's just reciting. I knew him from the area, like we used to see each other about, but we never knew each other on a personal, like we never really knew each other, innit? So I remember him just reciting, walking around here, and I'm walking through, in my head the shaitan's still trying to, in my head the shaitan's still trying to, what are you doing here? Like, I'm having thoughts in my head saying like, are you sure you want to sign up for itikaf? Because I felt like I wasn't benefiting during Ramadan. During the middle, because I was still around the same people, still like doing what I was doing. And then I signed up, alhamdulillah. I signed up the form, came here, done itikaf, learnt more about the religion. And then halfway through my itikaf is when I made the decision. Like when I said to myself, you know what? It's either I leave here and go back to music and go back to selling music and go back to that lifestyle, or I leave here and just give it all up for the sake of Allah. Like, give it all up. Then I said to myself, I had that thought like, but if I leave here, what am I going to do? Like, how am I going to survive financially? How am I going to, like right now, I live by myself. Like, I'm going to have to move out the house and probably go back.
Did you have your own place by then?
Yeah, I had my own place. So it was like, I have to go back to my mom's house for a bit. Like, Then I said to myself, you know what? Allah's the best of planners. I literally just threw my hands up and said, you know what? I'm gonna just go with it. I made a video, just a little short video on my Instagram, like Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. I said delete my. I think I said something along the lines. I said, can you, whoever's got my videos, can you please delete it? This, that. Then I contacted all the people on YouTube, like Link Up TV and Graham Daily and that, because I had like over 1 million views.
What did you say to them?
And the videos, yeah. So I said to them, I messaged them because I know them personally, innit?
Okay.
I know them personally, so I messaged all of them. I called them. I said, listen, can you delete my videos? And so many of them was like, why? Are you serious? Like, we have so many plans, like, after, like, because what I done is, before Ramadan, I said to everyone, like, all the people at my studio, all the people that's, like, doing videos with, I told them, like, listen, it's Ramadan, at the end of the day, I'm Muslim, I'm gone for a month. So that was my excuse.